Good morning. Rough day yesterday. After what was supposed to be an easy, just 1 hour drive to Branson, Missouri, where I was going to find some camping and boondocking, and my brakes are grinding out of thin air. It feels like all of a sudden they're grinding. So here I am in Springfield, Missouri. None of the camping spots I tried yesterday worked out. The first one because I was too impatient to wait for the lady on the phone. And then I drove out to a boondocking spot, and that didn't work out for reasons I really don't feel like talking about right now. And so I ended up in Springfield, Missouri. And outside of Springfield, Missouri, I tried 2 different Walmarts, and they both said, no, you will get towed. And so I went to my favorite resource, overnight RV parking. Actually, that's where I saw the Walmart, so I'm going to have them update them. And here is the giant Bass Pro Shops. Giant. There's an aquarium here and everything. And they allow overnight parking. So I had a pretty decent night's sleep here. And it's not even 7 o'clock yet, and I'm going to go try to find a brake shop and get my brakes done today and hit the road. I'm really, at this point, I just want to get to the desert and sell Matilda. Yeah. Yeah. Got some issues right now. So, besides the brakes, and I'm not really excited about putting a ton of money into it. Just, you know, things go in waves. Things went really well all summer, really, except for the couple leaks that I was able to fix. And then yesterday, the, you know, ongoing issues, it seems, with the brakes. And then this other issue that I knew was gonna come. Yeah, and it did. So now I've got major issues that I need to figure out how I'm gonna deal with. So, alright, I'm gonna go to this brake shop that opens at 7:30 and wait there, and hopefully they'll be able to get in a big rig like me. Okay, see ya. Been here 5 hours and counting, but at least I found what Fannie Mae's, no, what did he call it? Mama Key's health food store across the street for lunch. I got sweet potato, black bean, quinoa salad. It's really good with guacamole. Oh, and where's the other one? And I got this vegan Mexican slaw. This is pretty good. And this weather is making me want to eat like crap. And I have been eating like crap. Potato chips. What else did I get? Something else good. Oh, crackers. And these. Yum. Vegan caramel sea salt bites. Hail Mary. This is a brand I get across the country. Actually, I discovered them at Whole Foods in the Bay Area. And they are really, really good. A lot of sugar, a lot of carbs. Another reason vegans can be fat. I still like my sugar. Alright, so I'm going to eat my lunch. Oh, my kombucha. I got my kombucha. They didn't have the flavor I like, so I got this one. It's okay. It's not as good as the Kavita ginger lemon, but it's okay. Alright, so we'll just sit here. Capone getting restless. And I looked at the map. I think I'm going to try to get to Joplin, Missouri tonight. There is a free campsite in a park on Route 66 in Kansas. So I think I'll try to get there. It's about an hour. It's about an hour and a half away. And look at the beggar. Look at the beggar. Who's a beggar? Who's a big beggar? I gave him a carrot. That's why. I gave him a fancy carrot. Who's the beggar? You want a fancy carrot? Where are they? Carrot? He loves carrots.
And tires on, test drive, you're going.
Look how pretty that looks. Wow. It almost seems like a crime to put such shiny new stuff on this thing. Although I'm rebuilding it one piece at a time.
Over there.
And you checked, there's no leaks in the brake line?
No, I didn't see any.
Okay. I got my brakes done yesterday. No harm, no foul. I was at the brake shop for 8 hours. I got there at 7:30. Is that 8 hours? And I didn't get out of there until like 3:30. But not a big deal. I kind of planned on that, and I got a lot of work done. Found a natural food store right across the street, so went and had a nice healthy lunch. And the guys there were really nice. I really get along well with mechanics. So had a good time. You know, well, had a good time. I don't know. That might be a bit of an overstatement, but it wasn't bad. The first year was so hard. I had so many huge repairs. You know, the first one was the transmission plus stuff, and that was over $5,000. And I think I'd just been out a little while, and you know, and spending 2 weeks in the repair shop then, and then 2 weeks in January. The first year was really, really rough, and it just seemed like everything was piling on top. But now, you know, I've been living in Matilda, almost a year and 7 months, and things have slowed down, and now it's just maintenance. So no big deal yesterday at all. I was actually in really good spirits. The brakes for you gearheads. There has been a consensus among everyone I have taken it to that the rear brakes do not seem to be engaging, and that's why I'm having so many problems with the front brakes. But nobody has been able to figure out why. And I feel like it's just kind of been patched together. Well, these guys yesterday found some old original springs in the brake assembly they found were broken. And they showed them to me. I mean, they were old and original and broken. And they showed me also the uneven wear or the lack of wear. So I've gone through 2 sets of brake pads now in the front, and the back were hardly worn at all. So, but anyway, so they think they found the problem. I have completely new brakes front and back. New pads in the back, new drums, new calipers in the front, new calipers again. New rotors and new pads. So I should be in good shape. I'm on the road back west, and I stopped in Baxter Springs, Kansas last night. It is an old Route 66 rest stop and park, and I found it on freecampsites.net, and it's just a place just to spend a night. I could probably stay here another day if I wanted, but I'm heading about 3 hours west to my next camp, which is another city park in Lamont, Oklahoma. And so I just wanted to show you what it looks like on the road, and you know, sometimes these are some of the places that we stop at, so just wanted to show you this. I was in Springfield, Missouri yesterday getting a complete overhaul on all of my brakes front and back, and so I'm ready to tackle the Rockies. I'm pretty excited about that, actually. And I'm gonna head into Baxter Springs first. I finished up a video this morning and I'm waiting for it to upload. So just thought I'd show you around while I get that uploaded, and then I'll head into Baxter Springs, which is it's got some Civil War history. It's got Route 66 history. So we'll go check that out. But look at it, this is kind of cool. I don't know if this stuff is original. to the park that was here for Route 66, there was a sign up there about a Civil War battle that was here in Baxter Springs. Confederate soldiers, if I remember, let's see if I can remember it correctly. Confederate soldiers dressed up like Union soldiers, and so when the Union soldiers were approaching, they killed them. They slaughtered them. And something similar happened on a bank somewhere else. So yeah, the Union soldiers kind of got clobbered here. But kind of cool. It's kind of a cool spot. I like this. You know, this is I was thinking last night that last year, my first year, was really about escaping the rat race, you know, all of the hustle and bustle of the Bay Area, and I really just wanted to be in the woods and really wanted to be closer to nature. And when I wasn't in the woods and out in nature, it was really stressful and, you know, just kind of opposites, right? Going from really quiet and no unnatural noises like the big trucks and motorcycles and sirens and all the TVs blaring and everything like that. It was a lot harder last year. But since I've spent the summer in a much more populated area and it's been a lot harder for me to get away into complete solitude and I'm moving around, other than the video about Little Lick where I stayed 2 weeks, other than that, I've moved every 3 or 4 days, and a lot of that has been in and out of town. So I was thinking last night, you know, I'm kind of enjoying this aspect of travel. It's very different than what I normally do, I guess, and it's very different from what I thought I would do, but this is kind of the sightseeing part of travel, I guess, you know, getting to see some cool places. And I got a lot of that actually this summer. And now I'm looking forward to going back and getting more solitude again. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of cool. All right, I'm going to show you around. I'll stop talking. Kansas historical marker, Baxter Springs Massacre. And on October 6th, 1863, General James Blunt and about 100 men were near Baxter Springs by William Cantrill and several hundred Confederates masquerading as Union troops. As Blunt's band was preparing a musical salute, the enemy fired. The surprise attack prevented organized resistance, and though Blunt escaped, 9/10 of his men were killed. The raiders also attacked. Lieutenant James Pond and 95 men encamped at the springs. The raiders attacked, Lieutenant Pond and 95 men encamped at the springs. This force was likewise caught off guard but resisted until the enemy retired. These battle sites are in present Baxter Springs. Some of the victims are buried in the National Cemetery 1 mile west of town. Baxter Springs was established in 1866 on the Fort Leavenworth, Fort Gibson Military Road. For several years, it was important as a trading center for Texas cattle. Ride as a kid. Oh my god, even back then I was addicted to a dizzying buzz. Oh, that's funny.